tomorrow could be an important day for all of us.
Sport TV.
Hi, Francesco. With the Nice match, Gabri Veiga gave up the chance to Samu to score a hat-trick. Sorry.
Yes, let's start again. Don't worry, no problem. You can go
Gabri Veiga.
I understand.
Se preferires em português, devagar.
No. Gabri Veiga gave up the chance to score a hat-trick to Samu made the first goal in the Europe League. What this can say about the team?
No, it's important to share the opportunities. We all want our strikers to score. So on papers, Samu was the kicker. So Gabri, I think, respect the order and gave the ball to Samu to put the ball inside of the net. Of course, everybody wants to score, but the priority here is to be a team. And I think Gabri is a great example, not just for the gesture of last day, but for how he's behaving, how he's performing, how much he's contributing, of course, offensively, but it's more in his characteristics, but especially defensively to the performance of the team. And I mentioned already 2-3 interviews ago that we have a great example from our forward players, Pepe, Rodrigo as well, Borja, Willy. So that's great. This is where we need to go. This is what we all need, and at the end is one of the main representation of Porto DNA. So these guys, I think, are representing really well the club so far, and hopefully for the future.
Record.
Thank you.
Coach, Nuno Barbosa from Jornal Record. I have two questions. I will make one and then the other, okay? The first one is about Gabri Veiga. You
Yes.
told us once this season that you were training to have a better physical condition. Now, in the last 2-3 games, he showed that he's in a better condition physically. Is the player now at the level you want him to be?
I think it's getting closer. I think the gap, the rooms of improvement of Gabri are still many, not because he's not performing at the level that I want, but because I really believe he has even more than this. Honestly, my expectations are really high. Of course, the players that we are looking in the last 3-4 weeks is a different player with a bit more power in the legs, with capacity to be more decisive. And at the end, I don't believe that players that you can think like separately, like physically, tactically, or mentally, but everything goes together. And at the end, if you're able to get a little bit better in the physical point of view, the transfer, of course, goes with the capacity to be fresher in the technical decisions and to be mentally more connected with the flow of the game. And yeah, Gabri is working really hard to make himself better every day. He's a really demanding guy. Let me say, he's even more demanding than myself. So sometimes I need to, almost calm him down in the way that he's a guy that wants always to do something more and something better. And this is, I think, the secret of this great moment that he is living. And as I said before, I believe that he has still space for improvement, due to the age, due to the experience that he can get, and especially due to his talent that is top, and the profile that he has that is quite unique.
The other question is, a few weeks ago you told us that Porto fights contra tudo e contra todos. And now the president and Vilas Boas wrote that there will be many traps on the way of Porto. So I want to know what are these traps and how you work with the players to prevent them from falling in those traps.
So, as you know, the traps are things that you are not expecting, if not, are not traps. So this is something that somehow we need to keep our system alert, to be ready to react and to be able to find the proper response. After, there are other things that are unfortunately quite evident under the eyes of all of us. One is the calendar, a few other things that I'm getting bored to comment every day, but unfortunately are still there constantly. So it's a fact. I think the president is I'm really glad to have a president that is so close and so present in the daily activity of the club as he's doing. I think he's just doing the best for the club, putting a lot of effort and especially to try to make the competition fair for everybody. And I think what all of us and all the people that loves football, they should aim for.
Bonjour.
Hi, Mr. Here. I want to ask you about Tomás Pérez. He was in the Under-20 World Cup, so he missed the train, as we can say, but he's here already for over a month, and he is the only field player that doesn't have any minutes. What does he need to improve to have his opportunity?
Yeah, no, Tommy is doing well. Honestly, he came back from the national team in even better condition, of course, for the fact that he played quite a lot, for the confidence that the tournament gave him. He's working really hard, and I'm really happy for how he's pushing and how he's helping the team and his teammates in this moment. A bit in the shadow, of course, and of course for the players in the, let's say, the six and the defenders, as you know, is a bit more complicated to give minutes and opportunities. But again, he's working really hard, and I'm sure that the opportunity for him is just behind the corner. So he knows that, and he's working to be ready when the moment will appear.
Joten?
Hi, Coach. In the last press conference, we talked about the demanding calendar with so many games ahead, sometimes short period to recovery. Do you think you have enough solutions in your squad to manage that team effort, or at some point you'll need to prioritize some competition?
But so far, for the I mentioned already in the previous press conference, when you are the coach or a player of a big club like Porto, this is the normal routine. So there is nothing to complain. There is nothing to when you sign the contract that hopefully you are going to play 55 plus matches per season. So this one is the way that you need to approach. This is the way that you need to build from the pre-season till the moment that you are in the competition, all your activities, to prepare the players to be exposed to this type of scenarios, and I think this is what we are trying to do. The players are responding really well from so far in the trainings and in the game. The physical output that they are putting on the pitch is unbelievable. In all the matches so far, we always run more than the opponent by some kilometers. So in this part, the effort is there. The condition, I think, is there. Of course, in the long run, it's important to have freshness in the mind, in the legs. We are trying to manage a bit the rotation of the player as normal, also because we have a squad that, in my opinion, is really balanced. So this one allow me to have some opportunities and some variabilities. I think so far we answer really well also to the two big injuries that we had, the one of Luca and the one of Nuan, and this one thanks to the adaptability of the players. You saw how Dennis stepped up and he did well to play as a forward, how he's doing well now, or helping us also to play as a winger. Pablo Rosario, we already spoke several times, is a player that gives us 4 or 5 positions on the pitch. So I believe that we can keep pushing, and in our way, of course, we have a bigger picture, but the zoom is always in the next match. And after, of course, with January and with the opportunities of the market, we will explore what we can do to get better, to rebalance the team, especially in the back, and from there we go. About the calendar, I already spoke. Of course, it will be nice to have the same treatment, and if it's not possible, one motivation more to move ahead.
Ebola, professor.
Hello, Mr. Two questions, please. You spoke the last conference, it was a few days ago, that you could play with Dennis Gould in the left. You did it with Nice. What do you think about his action in this position?
Yeah, for me it was good. He participated and he contribute at least in 4 or 5 actions that open up some really interesting opportunities. One of these was the action that led us to the penalty that Samu gained. So I think the performance was good. His attitude, both on the ball and off the ball, was there. So yeah, happy. Even though of course he has to work, and especially he needs to get used to play in front, but a few meters more in the side. So this one is one option. The other option, as I already told you, could be at some point to play with 2 strikers. Is not something that we are excluding. And yeah, according to the needs, we will try to pick the right solution.
Yes, so Portugal was world champions of under 17. We spoke about them also. What is the plan that you can have with the club has for the 5 kids that they were champions? Because they are only 17.
Yeah, no, only 17. Yeah, they are really young, but like the age is not should not be a limitation for them. Is an opportunity. Last season I made last season and the season before I always gave opportunity to young players, even younger, sometimes even 16 years old, to have the professional debut. For them, I think there is a plan. We are constantly in contact with the club to try to create a path for the best talents from the academy to get an opportunity into the first team. One, of course, in the short term, to be part with us already in the next months, and one that is even more clearer for the next summer, where some of them definitely will be part of our pre-season. They will have a special treatment before to start with us, with some of our staff members that they will work closely with them. So in this part, we are aligning our ideas to try to maximize the value of this player, and of course to create and to generate value for the club in terms of sportive and financial result.
Obrigado a todos. Bom trabalho.
Aqui é tudo contado desta conferência de imprensa de Francesco.